Hello, I'm Kelly and welcome to my Flosstube channel, Animal Instinct. It's Friday the 30th of August 2024. I've got the day off work, so I thought I would film my end of August cross-stitching update. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope you're well and I hope you're enjoying your stitching. Thank you very much to all of my existing subscribers and welcome if you're new. So today I'm going to share all of the cross-stitching I did in month of August. And I've got some fun plans. I'm actually going to film a separate video after this one, if I've still got momentum, about my stitching plans for the next few months. So a little bit more on that at the end. I had an okay stitching month in August. I had one, well, I'm calling it a finish for now. I haven't quite decided on one part, but let's start with that one. So I actually had a trip away for work last week. It was like longer than that. And I did some stitching on the plane, which I haven't done in quite a while. And I actually finished my Coffee Drinker's Confession by Heartstring Samplery. And this is it. So this was a start back in, it was around Christmas 2022, and I've stitched it on 40 count linen from XG Designs in, it's called Smoky Chimney, and I used Itchy Stitchy threads. It calls for fancy floss. I can't remember if there's a DMC conversion or not. If not, I kind of converted to DMC, but then I used Itchy Stitchy threads from Australia. When I bought them, they were 75 cents a skein, so really good value. And she had, honestly, I haven't actually looked recently, so hopefully she's still selling those threads, but she had something like 450 colours. Not direct matches to DMC, like it's her own colour range, but they're really nice to work with. And the reason I'm calling it finish for now is the pattern has an initial there and there, so I just haven't quite decided if I'll put those in or not, but for now it's done. And I thought I'd show you, I can't remember if I've showed these before, but these are the little scissors I take when I travel, and they've been all around the world with me and have made it through lots of different airport security. Got the pen on my thumb. Wasn't sure what that was. Tiny little things, and they're retractable. There's a little lever thing, and it's a tiny little blade. And the reason they're airport security safe is because the blade is so short and blunt, so not sharp pointy ends. They're really cheap. I got these at the Crafty Frog in Canberra. I have no idea if they still sell them. They were, I feel like they were something like $5. So I wouldn't be upset if they got taken off me, but so far they haven't. And they just live in, I got this little pouch in Thailand years ago, and they live in there, and that's where I store my orts when I'm traveling. So just thought I'd share that. I don't travel that much these days. So I'll have a think about whether I put initials on that or not, but for now it's going away. And I had a feeling I would finish that, so I took a second project to work on the plane. I didn't do any stitching like while I was not on the plane because I had to go and be sociable in the evenings. Rude. No, it's fine. But I did do a little bit of stitching on this next one on the way home, and this was my next sort of Christmas coffee start, last Christmas-ish, and it's from Plum Street Samplers, and it's called Coffin Buzz. I'll pop a photo up. There's just a photo of the pattern. It's a freebie from Plum Street Samplers website. And this is where it's up to. So we haven't done too much. It's on a 32 count, can you see, sort of. It's an opalescent Lugana, I think. I don't remember the name. It's from Jodie Redesigns, and I don't think she's dying anymore. So it doesn't really matter. and just stitched with DMC 3371. So that's probably going to become my travel piece now. Hopefully it doesn't take quite as long to finish as the other one. Alright, next up is Book of Shadows by Living on the Rainbow. This is the one I really want to finish by the end of the year, and I have really fun plans for fully finishing it. Very exciting. But I need to get all the stitching done first. So I think last time, I think I had finished the cover and the spine. So just to remind you. And now I'm up to stitching the creatures. So there's 8 pages, a creature on each page. They're nice and simple. I've decided I need to do 2 pages a month to get it done in time. So the first one is Frankenstein. So you do this gridding around the edge and then the spine just to help with placement later when you're putting it together. Then it'll come out, I think. So nice and simple and fun. And then I also stitched the werewolf. As you can see, there's a bit of Krynic in there, but it's not too much. So 2 down, 6 to go. I'm going to try and get these done at the start of each month, so I don't sort of hopefully fall behind. Okay, next is The Deadly Aquarium by Lola cross stitch. So I have still managed to keep up, not sure how. And tomorrow, well, I guess it's Friday, so tonight, when I wake up tomorrow, the last installment will have been released. So it's coming to an end, which is a bit sad. It's been such a fun project. I've really, really enjoyed it. So let me show you how it's looking now. And then I'll come in and show you what I've worked on since I last filmed. And I wrote them down this time so I wouldn't forget anything. It's on 28 count casual linen from Picture This Plus. It's called Jazz. So if I come down here, we stitched you know how aquariums have a touch pull often, where kids can go and touch stuff. This has got the don't touch pull, which is pretty cute. Ooh, Reggie's on a little rampage. So we've got the don't touch pull. We have a blue ringed octopus. We have a crown of thorns starfish. Are you right over there? He's just playing on the cat tree thing. Okay, sorry about that. Crown of thorns starfish. What else have we got? Zombie worms. We have cone snails. And this last one, I knew I'd forget it, flower urchin. So that's the don't touch pull. And then the last release was a heap of jellyfish. First, there's the box jellyfish hiding in the kelp. And then there are sea nettles here. I actually did some work around sea nettles in a previous job. I've done some pretty random things. And fun fact, if they have parasites on them and you want to get them off without killing the sea nettle, you dunk them in a freshwater bath, and the parasites kind of freak out because they don't like fresh water, and they let go, and then you can put the sea nettle back into the salt water, and that's how you treat some parasites. What else is on here? There is a Man of War up here. And then all around the Man of War are blue sea dragons, which were really fun to stitch. These ones. And the info with the patterns said that they eat the tentacles of creatures like Man of War. And then last one is the St. George's Cross Medusa. Which are these little ones, and they were only discovered in February 2024, so only very newly known. So really cool that she's left that, she's added those in. So the last release is going to be down in the bottom right corner, down here, and I was having a think about what it might be. And I think it's something outside the aquarium, so it's not going to be a fish. It needs to be something that can live outside of water. So I was thinking, could it be a reptile, or perhaps there's no marine mammals on this. So my thought is that it might be a seal or sea lion. That's what my pick's going to be. We'll see. I guess she might have put she puts a little sneak peek out, like with a blurred photo. That's probably come out today, so I'll have to have a look. But I'm going for seal or sea lion. So next time I film my end of September update, that should hopefully be finished. I'd be pretty disappointed if it's not. Okay, next up is Love by Dany Lizeth. So this was a birthday start last, was it last? No, it was last year, I think, 2023. It's a Gecko Rouge kit. Did I say it's artworks by Dany Lizeth? I can't remember if I said that. I'm stitching it on, oh no, I forgot. I always forget. Is it Stormy Skies? I think it's called. It's a Zweigart, like a printed one where it's just plain on the back, but it's got that nice pattern on the front. 25 count Lugana, so instead of the white Lugana that came with it, I swapped it out. And I have spent 6 days on this, 3,800 stitches, so I've done heaps. But the really annoying thing is you still can't see that I'm stitching a cat. So just as a reminder, I'm working on the kitten, and I started over here and I've been working my way across, and you still can't see that it's a kitten. Hopefully you can see a difference though. That is where it is at now. So this is the left border and this is the bottom border. Its little legs are here, body, sort of chest. So I worked in this section here, and his little head is just here. So I'm so close. There was a mistake. Yeah, last time I worked on it, I noticed a mistake, and to be honest, I kind of put it away because I didn't want to have to deal with it. It's so abstract in this area though that I worked my way around it, and I've totally covered it up. You can't even see it, but it was sort of in here somewhere. But I didn't want to leave the mistake in there and then count stitches off of the stitches that were in the wrong spot. So I made sure I definitely gone well and truly past that. And surely next time I work on it, you'll see their little face coming together. So I think I'm at about 40%. I didn't write it down. I think it's about 40% now. Oh, beautiful. Next up, I worked on Moonglow by Nora Corbett. And I have worked on this fairly recently. You can't sit on there, sorry. Here's the pest. Any pop. Sitting right on my whip. So this is where I am now. So it's on 32 count Belfast linen from XG Design, and it's antique teal. And I've added all of the greenery on this side. So that's all finished now. I've added the moon. The holes in the moon are going to be beads. And then there's a whole scattering of like stars, cross-stitched stars. That's the only cross-stitch I have left. And I think I've done all the backstitch. I can't quite remember, but there's a lot of beads to come, beads everywhere. But I have almost finished the stitching. So really happy with that one. I would like to come back to that later this year. Maybe to finish it, but we'll see. All right, the next one, I can't remember if I have shown this one before or not. Sorry, Flosstube itchy nose today. This is a piece from Counting Puddles. It's called Blue Earth. I'll pop the photo in. I bought this as part of a Stitches Collective group of Earth Day patterns. And I've shown others. I've finished a few and I have a few more underway. And I just can't remember if I shared this one or not. But there wasn't much of a start. I think I took a photo. It's barely a start. But I have put quite a bit of time into this. So this is where it's up to. Yeah, that's a good one, Kel. Let's try that again. This is where it's up to now. So I've kind of done the top, just about the top half, I think. You can't really, it looks a bit odd, but obviously I need to come down and do like here. It's a piece of, I think it's a 32 count even weave from Sold All Australia. It's a very pale blue, which is showing up nicely. Under the light, it almost looks white when I'm stitching it. And there is a lot of backstitch white lines, which is like the cloud cover, I guess, but a lot. You can see the beautiful like patterns in the land, and it's really fun to stitch. So yeah, I put about 2,300 stitches in. That's gone away now, it's done for now. This one will go into, the plan is with all the other Earth Day patterns to finish it into a little quilt. The pattern calls for like a round hoop or frame. So I mean it's a long way off, but I might end up trying to do applique or something to have a round finish on the quilt, but we'll see. So that's Blue Earth by Counting Puddles. And then a lucky last, just a quick one today. I've been working on Firefly. This is Firefly. Artwork by J Parks. It's a Gecko Rouge kit. Cats in space. I started here. I've done him, I've done him, I've done part of her. And then this year I worked my way up and across to the top left part of the pattern. I'll pop a photo in of where I was last time. And very exciting because I have finished that first page. Cannot believe it. Ta-da! So one lone page, that's the top left page of the piece. I have done a lot more, as you can see, it's all rolled up over there. It's come together really nicely. Most of it is 939, the dark blue, but you can see there's other colours through it because it's, yeah, I think it's three or four other colours, except for this little part, which I've been calling confetti bombs. That's a little star, and there are 7 stitches in the star, and each of those 7 stitches is a different colour. But I did it. I think coming onto page 2, there's 3 more of those. But as you can see, I have started on page 2 and I'm just bringing the 939 down. I found that worked really well, and then it was easy to count the other colours. I've done little bits of the other colours when I had thread left on the needle, and I am stitching the background in temp stitch using 2 strands, so it goes way quicker because there's not much confetti except for those little stars. It goes way quicker. Yeah, but the cats are stitched 1 over 1. We'll cross. Eventually I'll get back to them. I think I'll try and work on this page. Yeah, I'll finish this page next. And then there's still 2 more pages till I meet up with the rest of my stitching. I think this page is just like this one. I think if I get to the 3rd page, the spaceship's coming in. So a little bit of difference. But yeah, so happy. And I was really bummed because I am at 24.98% on this piece. I did write that down, 186,261 stitches. And I intended to reach the 25% last night because I knew I was going to hopefully film today and I was going to be like, yay, big milestone, 25%. But I unexpectedly had to work late, so I didn't get any stitching done last night. But once I'm finished filming, I'm going to get, what did I work out? Like maybe 200 stitches away from 25%. So I do plan on doing that today. That's my priority. So yeah. Firefly. I'm not going to get it out of the Q-snap because it's just too hard. Too much effort to put back in. It looks ridiculous at the moment just because it's the top left of the piece and all of the rest of the fabric is like stuffed into here. But yeah, that's Firefly. All right. So that's all my stitching for August. I think there was about 13 or 14,000 stitches. I used to happily get 19 to 20,000 a month, but it's just not possible anymore. But that's okay. It's not a race. It doesn't matter how many you do, but it's just interesting to compare. Yeah, I guess life changes a bit, and yeah, stitching, doing less of it, but still plenty and still loving it. So what I'm going to do next, like I said, I'm going to film another video. I'm definitely going to make a coffee first though, because, let me get it out. I don't have a problem with coffee, I have a problem without coffee. Anyway, so I'm going to film my plans for September and October stitching. The last 2 Octobers I've started a whole pile of kind of spooky-ish themed projects with Jo from Belushi Stitches, and like we've started 15 in the last couple of Octobers, and instead of starting a million more, I'm going to focus on the ones I have. And when I looked at how many there are, I thought that 1 month wasn't enough, so I thought I'll stitch them on in September and October. And to pick how I'm going to work on them, I'm going to load them into the Decision app, spin the wheel, and probably work on them for maybe at least 2 days each. But I do hope to touch all of them. So yeah, look out for that video. I'm not sure quite when it'll be published, whether it'll be today or the next few days, but I will go through each of them, and hopefully it's it might enable some of you because there's some really fun patterns in that lot. So other than that, I'll be back again at the end of September with another stitching update. And until then, happy stitching. See ya.